On March 15, 2025, two scientists from Italy shared some surprising new information about the Giza pyramids during a conference. They said they found a huge network of tube-like tunnels under the pyramids. All of these tunnels lead to a giant room that is as big as 2 football fields. This amazing discovery quickly spread all over the internet. Until now, most people believed the pyramids were only tombs for ancient Egyptian kings, called pharaohs. But these deep tunnels, which go as far as 2 kilometers underground, suggest the pyramids might have had a completely different and secret purpose. But how true is this story? Were the pyramids really just royal tombs? Or was there something more? Something we can't even imagine? In the quiet Sahara Desert, there is a place where time feels frozen. 3 giant stone structures have stood here for thousands of years. No storm or weather has ever damaged them, and time itself seems to leave them untouched. These are the world-famous Giza pyramids, Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. They are some of the greatest mysteries in human history. Think about this. Each stone used to build them is as heavy as a bulldozer, or a full 20-foot shipping container. And just one pyramid was built using over 2-3 million of these stones, without any modern machines or cranes. The Giza pyramids are not just a symbol of Egypt's history, they are also a 4,500-year-old mystery that scientists, archaeologists, and history experts are still trying to understand. So far, everything found inside the pyramids shows that they were used as tombs for pharaohs. But is that all they were? No one knows for sure even today. The Giza Plateau has 3 main pyramids. The biggest one is Khufu's pyramid, also called the Great Pyramid of Giza. The second one is Khafre's pyramid, and the third is the Pyramid of Menkaure. So why do we call them tombs of Egyptian kings? Because all 3 pyramids have burial chambers inside them. There is a special room inside the pyramids where people believe someone was buried. In the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre, archaeologists found stone coffins, called sarcophagi, inside these rooms. But when they looked inside, there were no mummies. So why do people still think mummies were once there? The answer comes from the smallest pyramid, the Pyramid of Menkaure. In the year 1837, a team found a mummy inside this pyramid. But there was a twist. The mummy was found inside the coffin, and when they tried to send it to Britain by ship for research, the ship sank on the way. The mummy and the coffin were lost in the ocean and have never been found again. Because of this event, experts began to believe that the other 2 pyramids also had mummies, but maybe tomb robbers stole them long ago, hoping to find treasure. But here's the question. If the pyramids were only tombs, then why do they have so many secrets? Why are they so full of mysteries? Some people believe the pyramids were built by beings from outer space. Others think they were part of an ancient energy system spread around the world. It's not just the size of the pyramids that surprises people. It's also their position. The 3 Giza pyramids are lined up perfectly with the 4 main directions: north, south, east, and west. The alignment is so perfect that even modern GPS technology would be amazed. Was this just a lucky accident? Or did the builders have some kind of secret knowledge or advanced technology? For the last 150 years, scientists have mostly studied the parts of the pyramids we can see, but maybe the real secrets are hidden underground. On March 15, 2025, 2 scientists from France and Italy said they found something big under the pyramids using special radar. They used a tool called synthetic aperture radar, or SAR. This technology helps to see what is under the ground. Using SAR, they found a 2-kilometer-long structure under the Khafre pyramid. They believe this structure might reach under all 3 pyramids. They say that under the Khafre pyramid there is The scientists found 8 shafts going 650 meters deep underground. Around each vertical shaft, there is also a spiral staircase. And the most surprising thing is that under these shafts, there are 2 huge chambers, each as big as 2 football fields. Earlier, people believed that the pyramids were only the tombs of pharaohs, but now these scientists' new findings have started a new debate in the world of history. What if the real purpose of the pyramids was something completely different? Back in the year 1905, the famous inventor Nikola Tesla said that the pyramids were built to use the Earth's natural energy. He was also working on a project for wireless energy transmission based on this idea. But before he could finish his project, he mysteriously died. Now, this new discovery has brought Tesla's theory back into the spotlight. But there's an important question. If this discovery is real, where is the proof? How did they find these underground structures just by using radar? Especially when the radar was installed on a satellite in space, 400 kilometers above the Earth. To understand this in simple words, let's talk about how a normal radar works. A normal radar sends signals down to the Earth. These signals bounce off objects and come back. If the signal comes back quickly, it means it hit something high. If the signal takes longer to return, it means the signal went deeper, maybe into the ground. In this way, scientists can figure out what is above or below the surface, based on how long the signals take to return. Radars usually help us understand the shapes and distances of things under the ground. But there's a problem. Radar signals can't go deep inside hard materials like stone. They can only go a few feet underground. So how did the scientists detect something 2 kilometers deep under the pyramids? The two scientists, Corrado Malenga and Filippo Baiocchi, say they used the Earth's natural vibrations as signals. These vibrations were captured using synthetic aperture radar, SAR. The Earth is always creating very tiny vibrations, which can happen because of strong winds, traffic in the city, or in Cairo's case, the flow of the Nile River. These tiny vibrations are called micromovements. When these vibrations pass through the ground, they create different signals based on what's underground, just like how hitting an empty can sound different from hitting a full can. So when the vibrations pass through empty spaces underground like tunnels or chambers, they create a different signal than solid ground. Using SAR satellites, the scientists took many pictures of the pyramids at different times, and then used a computer program to study the vibration patterns. The software guessed where empty spaces might be under the ground and how deep they are. It used this data to create a 3D image, which suggests that there are 8 shafts under the pyramid and 2 huge hollow chambers at the bottom. But this 3D image is just a theory or a guess. To know the truth, an excavation digging is needed. So Corrado Malenga and Filippo Baiocchi asked the Egyptian government for permission to dig under the pyramids, but the government has refused. The scientific community also does not believe their claims. Zahi Hawass, a famous archaeologist from Egypt, said these scientists are just trying to get fame, and that there is no truth in their claims. Scientists say that if this radar technology is really so powerful, it should first be tested in a place where we already know what's underground. If it works there, people will start to trust it more. But one thing is clear. The pyramids of Giza have always amazed humans for thousands of years. Whenever one mystery is solved, a new one appears. From their perfect geometric shape to their exact alignment with the north, the Giza pyramids are full of mysteries. For example, the Great Pyramid of Giza is located at a geographic coordinate of 9,792,458 degrees north, and interestingly, the speed of light is 299,792,458 meters per second. How can the numbers be exactly the same? Can such a big coincidence really happen? It's not just the speed of light. Even the shape of the pyramid shows an exact match with the golden ratio. For example, one side of the pyramid's base is 234 meters long. Half of that is 115, 2 meters. The sloped height of one side of the pyramid is 186, 4 meters. Now if you divide 186, 4 by 115, 2, the answer is 618. If you Google this number 618, you'll see it's the value of the golden ratio, also called phi. The golden ratio is a number that shows up again and again in nature, in the shape of flower petals, seashells, and even human faces. The idea of the golden ratio was first defined about 2,300 years ago by a Greek mathematician named Euclid. At that time it was called the divine proportion. Later this ratio was used again and again in art, nature, and architecture. Today we call it the golden ratio. So, was it just a coincidence that people 4,500 years ago used this same number when building the pyramids? If this is real, and the underground structure found by the Italian scientists also turns out to be true, then it means our whole understanding of the pyramids has been wrong. Maybe the ones who built these massive stone structures above the ground also hid many secrets underground. What do you think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please don't forget to like and share it. See you in the next amazing video.